გილოცავთ მოკლედ. თქვენთვის კონფერენცია ახალი სიტყვა არ არის, მაგრამ ეხლა ესეთი ონლაინ კონფერენცია მე მგონი ახალია, ხო, თქვენს ცხოვრებაში. თუმცა ეს ბავშვები ხო იცით მეორე კლასიდან უკვე კონფერენციებს არიან მიჩვეულები, მაგრამ ეს ძალიან საინტერესო ონლაინ თან ინგლისურენოვანი კონფერენციაა და მე ძალიან მიხარია ასე ვიკვალავთ გზას დიდი მსოფლიოსკენ ჩვენ დღევანდელი პატარა ღონისძიებით და წარმატებები მინდა გისურვოთ.
Now let's start. Our first presenter will be Nene Zubashvili. Please tell some words about your presentation. Nene.
Hello, my name is Nene Zubashvili, and today I present to you a project about Holi. Holi is a popular ancient Hindu festival, also known as the Indian Festival of Spring, the Festival of Colors, and the Festival of Love. The festival signifies the triumph of good over evil. They originated and they predominantly celebrated in India, but has also spread to other regions of Asia, parts of the Western world through the diaspora from the Indian subcontinent. Cultural significance. The whole festival has a cultural significance among various Hindu traditions of the Indian subcontinent. It is a festive day to the end and rid oneself of past errors, to end conflicts by meeting others, a day of forget and forgive. People pay or forgive debts as well as deal anew with those in their lives. Holi also marks the start of spring, for many the start of the new year, an occasion for people to enjoy the changing seasons and make new friends. Description. Holi is an important spring festival for Hindus and national holiday in India and Nepal, with regional holidays in other countries. To many Hindus and some non-Hindus, it is a playful cultural event and an excuse to throw colors and water at friends or strangers in jest. It is also observed broadly in the Indian subcontinent. Play with colors. In North and Western India, Holi frolic and celebrations begin in the morning after the Holika bonfire. Children and young people form groups armed with dry colors, colored solutions, and water guns, water balloons filled with colored water, and other creative means to color their targets. Thanks for your attention and happy Holi.
Okay, thank you. Well, now your comments, our guest, please. How do you like Nene's presentation?
მე მაგალითად აი ასეთი ერთი ფერადი დღე გახსოვთ თქვენ ყვავილების ფესტივალს ხომ გახსოვთ თქვენ შემეცნებაში ჩვენთვის რა ლამაზი დღე იყო შეგვიძლია ვთქვათ გავიზიაროთ აი ესეთი რაღაც ქართული სული შევმატოთ და გავაკეთოთ ესეთი ფერადი დღე AIA-GESS-ელების ცხოვრებაში და მარი შენ და ეს ბავშვები თუ ჩაუყრით და ვთქვათ ნენეს ხელმძღვანელობით მოხდება ეს ღონისძიება ვთქვათ იგივე გაზაფხულზე რომელიც ჩვენს გაზაფხულს გაალამაზებს და რაღაცას გაალამაზებს და ბავშვები სულ ესეთ ფერად რაღაცებს გააკეთებენ, იქნება ძალიან კარგი.
მშვენიერ ქალბატონ რუსან, მე ვიცი რომ მე მგონი უკვე თბილისშიც აღნიშნავენ, იმიტომ რომ ხშირად მინახავს.
კი, მე ერთხელ შევესწარი ამ აღნიშვნას. ჩვენ შეგვიძლია რაღაცა უფრო მეტი შემეცნებითი მუხტი შევმატოთ, რაღაცა სხვა ქვეყნის ღონისძიებებით, ან რაღაც მსგავსი ქართული თუ არსებობს, შევაჯეროთ, დავამატოთ, შევადაროთ და რაღაც ერთი ასეთი ლამაზი ღონისძიება შევოიტანოთ AIA-GESS-ელების პროგრამაში.
მშვენიერი.
ძალიან გვიყვარს სურათები, ჩვენ ძალიან გვიყვარს ბევრი პოზიტივი და შეიძლება რაღაცა ესეც საინტერესო გაკეთდეს. აბა წარმატებები. კარგით.
მადლობა. Okay, next, Nene Ღვინიაშვილი present information about such kind of African animals. Please, Nini, begin.
Hello, I am Nina Ღვინიაშვილი and today I present you a project about African animals. Zebra. The zebra is a grass-eating animal. It has white and black stripes. It has two types of mountain and plain. The zebra is widespread in South Africa. Hunting on them is forbidden. Zebra are classified in the genus Equus along with horse and asses. These three groups are the only living members of the family Equus. Lion. The lion is king of animals. It has big horns and it is a meat eater. The lion is a species in the family Felidae and a member of the genus Panthera. It is widespread in Africa and India. African lions live in scattered population across sub-Saharan Africa. The lion prefers grassy plains and savannas, scrub bordering rivers, and open woodland with bushes. Lion rarely attacks humans. Elephants. The elephant is a very large animal. It has a large trunk and big ears. It is a grass eater. The African brush elephant can be found in habitats as diverse as dry savannas, desert marshes, and lake shores, and in elevations from sea level to mountain areas above snow line. Forest elephants mainly live in equatorial forests, but will enter gallery forests and ecotones between forest and savannas. The elephant lives up to 80 years. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next, please, Andrea Petashvili will talk about buildings.
Hey, I am Andrea Petashvili and I will present you the presentation about buildings. A building or edifice is a structure with a roof and walls standing more or less permanently in one place, such as a house or factory. Buildings serve several societal needs, primarily as shelter from weather, security, living place, privacy, to store belongings, and to comfortably live and work. Ever since the first cave painting buildings have also become objects or canvases of much artistic expression. In recent years, interest in sustainable planning and building practices has also become an international part of the design process of many new buildings. There are many types of buildings: a bungalow, a chattel house, cottage, a house barn, and a split level home, and Upolstein house. Any building requires certain general amount of internal infrastructure to function, which includes such elements like heating, cooling, power, and telecommunications, water, and water act. Thank you for your attention.
Next, Alex Khachaturian, a presentation about kangaroo. Please, Alex, introduce
Hello,
your
my name is
project.
Alex, and today I'll show you facts about kangaroos. Kangaroos are pretty cool animals, even though they might look a little strange and rather different to other animals. Kangaroos don't walk, oh no, they jump everywhere. Let's find out some cool facts about these awesome animals. Kangaroos' bodies are designed for jumping. They have short front legs, powerful back legs, huge back feet, and strong tails. All of these help them to jump around and their tails balance them. How big are kangaroos? Kangaroos stand between 5 and 6 feet, 1.5 meters to 1.8 meters tall, tall from their feet to their long, pointed ears. They weigh between 50 and 120 pounds, 23 kilograms to 55 kilograms. Male kangaroos are taller and heavier than female kangaroos. What are baby kangaroos called? Baby kangaroos are called joys. How cute is that? Female kangaroos usually only have one joy at a time. Mother kangaroos have special pouches on front of their bodies for carrying their joys in. Straight after they have born, the tiny joy climbs up its mother fur to reach her pouch. At this stage, the joy really is tiny, just a few centimeters long. The joy then stays in its mother pouch for around 8 months until it is old enough to leap around on its own. How do kangaroos travel? Kangaroos are fast movers, usually traveling at around 20 to 25 miles, 32 to 40 kilometers per hour. However, when necessary, kangaroos can travel at 40 miles, 64 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast. Kangaroos are brilliant jumpers and can leap as high as 10 feet, 3 meters. That's much taller than a fully grown man. They're good at long jumps too and have been recorded leaping distance of 23 feet, 7 meters. If 3 tall men lay down in a line, a kangaroo could jump over all of them. That is a seriously big long jump. Where do kangaroos live? Kangaroos live in Australia. Different types of kangaroos live in different parts of Australia. Some kangaroos live in a rainforest, some live in forests, and some live in woodlands. Some make their homes on the floor, and some make their homes in trees. There are more than 30 million kangaroos currently living in Australia. That's a lot of kangaroos. There are road signs in Australia warning drivers of kangaroos in the road. What are mobs? Kangaroos live with other kangaroos in groups. These groups are called mobs. A mob is made up of males, females, and joeys. The largest male kangaroo is leader of the mob. Thanks for your attention.
Okay, Alex, thank you. You see, it was very interesting information, and even I didn't know the name of the child of the kangaroo, Joy, yeah? And for example, the group of the kangaroos, mob, it was very unknown for me also. Now next, Katie Turashvili talk about coral islands. And you see, I have my dream to, for example, visit Australia and diving here between the corals. But Leah, I know that you don't like swimming, and maybe you will float on the boat without swimming. Okay, next, Katie, please.
Hello, my name is Kate, and today I will present you a project about coral reefs. A coral island is the type of island from a coral that structures as a silicated organic material. Coral reef island sizes range from a few square meters to many square kilometers, and they come in all shapes. Coral islands are made out of many coral reefs. Coral reefs are some of the oldest ecosystems on the planet. The reefs build massive skeletons that survive as homes for animals, from fish hiding inside the cracks. Coral islands begin a volcanic islet over a hot spot. The volcano eventually moves off the hot spot through a process known as plate tectonics. A coral is important for biodiversity and the growth of fish populations, so maintaining coral reefs is important. Most of the world's coral islands are in the Pacific Ocean. The American territories are clear examples for coral islands. The Lakshadweep Islands Union Territory of India is a group of 39 coral islands, and the sub-minor islands. Coral Island got famous by the beauty ocean, sand and a good place to rest. It's cool to swim there, but it's dangerous, because your feet might stuck in a coral. If there's a coral, there always will be fish. Please be careful with nature, the place you live. There are a lot of amazing places. Let them grow.
Thank you.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Really, it was amazing. Okay, now next, Miranda Buskivadze, very interesting presentation about Sahara Desert. Okay, please.
Hello, I am Miranda Buskivadze.
Today I present science project Sahara Desert. Where is the Sahara Desert located? The Sahara, the greatest desert, is on the African continent. Sahara is an Arabic word for desert. The Sahara Desert is most expensive, hot, and largest desert on Earth. The Sahara covers a large section of 11 different countries that include Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Western Sahara, Mali, Niger, Mauritania, Chad, and Sudan. Climate in the Sahara Desert. The climate of the Sahara is consistently hot. The average temperature is 38 to 46 degrees Celsius. It is hot, dry, and windy throughout the year. However, nights can be cold, even freezing. The Sahara hardly experiences any rains. Regions in Sahara can have almost no drops of water, thus it makes it difficult for life forms to exist. What kind of animals live in the Sahara Desert? The Sahara is home to animal species that can sustain extremely warm conditions. The most common desert animal, the camel, is domesticated in Sahara. There are other mammals and reptiles: spotted hyena, jackal, Barbary sheep, oryx, ostrich, raptor, cobra, the chameleon, various lizards, scorpions, numerous ants, and beetles. What plants grow in the Sahara Desert? Plants are also sparse due to lack of water, but do grow near oases and reservoirs. The date palms, tamariska, acacia, whose roots can grow deep down into the earth for water, can sustain such a hot climate. Cactus is a common desert plant, though most regions in the Sahara go barren. Thank you for your attention.
კი ბატონო, მოკლედ მოგზაურობთ. ხან სად ვართ, ხან სად?
Hello, my name is David and I will be presenting Antarctica. More than 170 million years ago, Antarctica was part of the supercontinent Gondwana. Over time, Gondwana gradually broke apart. The Antarctica, as we know it today, was formed around 25 million years ago. Antarctica was not always cold, dry, and covered in ice sheets. At a number of points in its long history, it was further north, experienced tropical or temperate climate, was covered in forests, and inhabited by various ancient life forms. Plants. About 300 million years ago, Permian forests started to cover the continent. Tundra vegetation survived as late as 50 million years ago, but the climate of present-day Antarctica does not allow extensive vegetation to form. A combination of freezing temperature, poor soil quality, the lack of moisture, and the lack of sunlight inhibits plant growth. As a result, the diversity of plant life is very low and limited in distribution. The flora of the continent largely consists of bryophytes. There are about 100 species of mosses and 25 species of liverworts, but only 3 species of flowering plants, all of which are found in the Antarctic Peninsula: Antarctic hare grass, Antarctic pearlwort, and annual bluegrass. Growth is restricted to a few weeks into the summer. About 98% of Antarctica is covered by the Antarctic ice sheet, a sheet of ice averaging at least 1.6 kilometers thick. The continent has about 90% of the world's ice, and thus about 70% of the world's fresh water. If all this ice were melted, the sea levels would rise about 200 feet, 60 meters. In most of the interior of the continent, precipitation is very low, down to 20 millimeters per year. In a few blue ice areas, precipitation is lower than mass loss by sublimation, and so the local mass balance is negative. In the dry valley, the same effect occurs over a rock face leading to a desiccated landscape. Some pinnate species inhabit Antarctica. The largest, the elephant seal, can reach up to 4,000 kilograms, while females of the smallest, the Antarctic floor seal, reach only 150 kilograms. These two species live north of the sea ice and breed in harem on beaches. The other four species can live on the sea ice. Crabiter seal and the whale seals from breeding colonies, whereas leopard seals and Ross seals live solitary. Although these species hunt underwater, they breed on land or ice and spend a great deal of the time there as they have no terrestrial predators. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, now next, I have one question. Which of you maybe once in your life participated in this holiday Halloween? Can you tell me, my students? Maybe you can up your hands and share your
I would
emotions.
love to, but I can't.
I know that in our school 2 years ago, yes, Leah, I remember, and our schools made some project connected with Halloween, yes? ჩვენ სკოლაში ხოლია ჩვენ სხვა აღნიშნავთ ჰელოვინს და ანუ ნუ ხო კი ეს არ არის მაგალითად ქრისტიანული კი რა თქმა უნდა მაგრამ რადგან ეს უკვე რაღაცა საერთაშორისოა და რაღაც მაინც
აი საერთაშორისო სახე მიიღო ხო რო თქვა ახლა განსაკუთრებულად ესეთი ჩამონათვალში არა გვაქვს მაგრამ ბავშვებს და ამათასაკის მოსწავლეებს ძალიან მოსწონთ
კი, აი ცოტა რელიგიური დატვირთვა რო ჩააყოლო, კი, ანუ რაღაც ქრისტიანულად ძალიან ცუდა ჯდება, მაგრამ ესენი ხო უფრო რაღაც გართობის და ხალისით კუთხით
ხურებენ ამას და ხო, სხვა მიმართულება მიიღო უფრო რა ამ დღესასწაულმა და რაღაცა ესე დავუშვათ განსაკუთრებულად აღნიშნავთ თქო, რა ვიცი, ახლა ნაკლებად ახლა პროექტებში კი არის ხოლმე ახლა ჩართვები როცა გაქვთ ხო, დავუშვათ AIA-თან დაკავშირებით, მაშინ გაქვთ ხოლმე გათვალისწინებული ეს ვარიანტი, რომ
კი და უბრალოდ უხარიათ, როდესაც თქვათ რაღაც სხვა კამუფლაჟს იკეთებენ, თქვათ რაღაც უკვე სხვა
რაღაც ეს მასკარადის მომენტი.
კი, უფრო სხვა, კი, აი სუფთა თქვათ ახლა იმ ჰელოვინის რეალურ თქვათ რაღაც დატვირთვას ანუ ვერ ხვდებიან, მაგრამ რა ვიცი, მაინც ახლა ერთობიან. Okay, now next Nia Papeliშვილი present us very interesting presentation, really. Now, okay, begin.
Hello, I am Nia and today I'm presenting my presentation about Halloween. Halloween is a celebration on the night of October 31. It is the most practiced in the United States and Canada. Children wear costumes and go to people's houses saying trick or treat. People mainly dress up as ghosts, witches, or other scary things for Halloween. Decoration. They are decorating pumpkins and their house with some cobwebs of spider beds, ghosts, and other things like that. Halloween activities. Halloween activities include trick-or-treating, attending Halloween costume parties, carrying pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, lighting bonfires, apple bobbing, divination games, playing pranks, visiting hunting attractions, telling scary stories, as well as watching horror films. Halloween costumes. Halloween costumes are costumes worn around Halloween, a festival which falls on October 31. An early reference to wearing costumes at Halloween comes from Scotland in 1585, but they may predate this. Trick or treat. Trick or treating is a customary celebration for children or Halloween. Children go in a costume from house to house asking for treats such as candy or sometimes money with the question, trick or treat. The suggestion is, give me a treat or I will play a trick on you. Kinds of food on Halloween. Caramel apples or toffee apples are whole apples covered in a layer of caramel. They are created by dipping or rolling apples on a stick in hot caramel, sometimes then rolling them into nuts or other small savories or confections and allowing them to cool. Caramel corn or caramel popcorn is a confection made of popcorn coated with a sugar-based caramel candy shell. This is thick, normal less than 0.1 centimeter thick. Typically, a sugar solution or syrup is made and heated until it browns and becomes thick, producing a caramelized candy syrup. Why is Halloween bad for some people? Reference symbols. Halloween is a celebration with elaborate costumes, haunted houses, and of course candy, but it is also linked to a number of risks. Some people think it's a devil's celebration.
I think Leah thinks the same.
Why is
What is
Yes.
Why is pumpkin a symbol of Halloween? The origin comes from an Irish myth about stingy Jack who tricked the devil for his own monetary gain. When Jack died, God did not allow him into heaven, and the devil did not let him into hell. So Jack was sentenced to roam the earth for eternity. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you. Now, next presentation, Mate Maturelli. And I hope and I think that he liked wild animals. And now he will begin talk about white fox. Okay, Mate, please begin.
Hello, my name is Mate and today I show project about white fox. White fox description. The white fox is also called the Arctic fox, the polar fox, and the snow fox. This means they are not only related to other species of fox, like the red fox, but they are also a part of the family that includes dogs, wolves, dingoes, and coyotes. White fox eat. Arctic fox are omnivores, which means they eat both animals and plant food. Arctic fox will also eat eggs they find along with small fish. They have also been observed scaling polar bear leftovers. White fox habitat. As the name Arctic fox suggests, most of their geographical range is in the Arctic tundra. They are native and live in Arctic areas in the northern hemisphere, ranging from areas of Alaska to Canada in North America, as well as range in Russia, Greenland, and others. White fox reproduction. White fox are monogames, which means that they usually mate for life. The breeding season is in the spring, usually around April and May. The female fox will give birth to a litter of pups that can range from 6 to 90 pups. The pups are cared for by both parents, with the female caring for them in a den, while the male hunts for food for both mom and pups. Thanks for watching.
Okay. And now next, one of the maybe best presentation about geography, because now Chilingarashvili will talk about Earth Day. Please, Georgi, begin.
My name is Georgi Chilingarashvili, and I will present you my presentation about Earth Day. Earth Day is an annual event celebrated around the world on April 22 to demonstrate support for environmental protection. First celebrated in 1970, it now includes events coordinated globally by the Earth Day Network in more than 193 countries. In 1969, at a UNESCO conference in San Francisco, peace activist John McConnell proposed a day to honor the Earth and the concept of peace to first be celebrated on March 21, 1970. The first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. This day of nature's equipoise was later sanctioned in a proclamation written by McConnell and signed by Secretary General U. Sent at the United Nations. A month later, a United States Senator Gaylord Nelson proposed the idea to hold a nationwide environmental teach-in on April 22, 1970. He hired a young activist, Dennis Hayes, to be the national coordinator. Nelson and Hayes renamed the event Earth Day under the leadership of Labour leader Walter Reuther. The United Auto Workers was the most instrumental outside financial and operational supporter of the first Earth Day. According to Hayes, without the UAW, the first Earth Day would have likely flopped. Nelson was later awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom award in recognition of his work. The first Earth Day was focused on the United States. In 1990, Dennis Hayes, the original national coordinator, in 1970 took it international and organized events in 141 nations. On Earth Day 2016, the landmark Paris Agreement was signed by the United States, China, and some 120 other countries. This signing satisfied a key requirement for the entry into force of the historic Draft Climate Protection Treaty adopted by consensus of the 195 nations present at the 2015 United Nations Climate Change Conference in Paris. Earth Day 2000 combined the ambitious spirit of the first Earth Day with the environmental grassroots activism of Earth Day 1990. This was the first year that Earth Day used the Internet as its principal organizing tool, and it proved invaluable nationally and internationally. Kelly Evans, a professional political organizer, served as executive director of the 2000 campaign. The event ultimately enlisted more than 5,000 environmental groups outside the United States, reaching hundreds of millions of people in a record 183 countries. Leonardo DiCaprio was the official host for this event, and about 400,000 participants stood in the cold rain during the course of the Earth Day. We are already celebrating Earth Day for 50 years. We have to protect our planet to celebrate Earth Day more times. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you. As I know, our school
აი ამ დღესთან დაკავშირებით კი გვაქვს ხოლმე ახლა ჩვენ დაგეგმილი და ყოველ წელს აღნიშნავთ ხოლმე, ალბათ იღებდნენ კიდევაც ჩვენი ბავშვები ამ
როგორ გამიხარდებოდა 1-2 კადრი რომ ენახა პრეზენტაციაში ჩვენთან აღნიშნული დედამიწის დღის ღონისძიებიდან ძალიან გამიხარდებოდა. გიო, სათხარ, ხო? გიო, ხო მიხვდი? საერთოდ თუ მსგავსი რამ კეთდება ჩვენ სკოლაში და ჩვენს ქვეყანაში, შედარებისთვის სასურველია რომ რამდენიმე კადრი იქედან მოიტანოთ და მით უმეტეს როცა ჩვენ სკოლაში ამის ტრადიციაა ამ ღონისძიების აღნიშვნის.
ხო, კი. და საკმაოდ მასშტაბურად არის ხოლმე. ყველა კლასი ჩართული.
გვერდზეც რომ შესულიყავით სკოლის Facebook გვერდზეც, ანუ ოფიციალურ გვერდზეც, ნახავდით ამ ინფორმაციას, ჩაამატებდი შენს პრეზენტაციაში და რუსულიდან დირექტორი მიხვდებოდა შენ როგორ იზრუნე, როგორ იფიქრე ამ დღის კარგად წარმოჩენაზე და შენი სკოლაც კარგად როგორ წარმოაჩინე ამ დღესთან დაკავშირებით. კარგით შევთანხმდით, ხო? ასე უფრო უკეთესი იქნება თუ ასეთი მიდგომა გექნებათ ნებისმიერ თემასთან დაკავშირებით. გააგრძელეთ წარმატებები.
კარგით, დიდი მადლობა. Okay, now next Eleni Kachiori. Now we will turn to the Victoria Desert, also in Australia. Please, Elena, begin.
Hello, my name is Elena, and this is my presentation about Victoria Desert. The Great Victoria is the largest desert in Australia and consists of many small sandhills, grasslands, plains, and area with a closely packed surface of pebbles and salt lakes. It is over 300 kilometers. It is over 300 kilometers wide and covers an area of 348.750 square kilometers from the eastern Goldfields region of Western Australia to the Gower Range in South Australia. Thunderstorms are really common in the Great Victoria Desert, with an average of 50-20 thunderstorms per annum. Summer daytime temperature ranges from 32 to 40, while in winter this falls to 80 to 23. The majority of people living in the region are indigenous Australia from different groups, including the Korga, the Mirring, and the Pitipihara. Aboriginal population have been increasing in this region. A young indigenous adult from the Great Victoria Desert region worked in the Willara creative programs to maintain and develop their culture. Human activity has included some mining and nuclear weapons testing. Wildlife adapted to this harsh condition includes few large birds or mammals. However, the desert does sustain many types of lizards, including the vulnerable great desert skink, the central range typican, and a number of small marsupials, including the endangered sandhills, duntons, and the crest-tailed muglara. One way to survive here is to burrow into the sands, as a number of the desert's animals, including the southern mussel mole and the water-hounding frog, do. Birds including the chester-crested whiteface found on the eastern edge of the desert and the meadowful of Mamugari Conservation Park. Predator of the desert included the dingo and two large monitor lizards, the printing and the sand gone. The animals of the Great Victoria Desert: Australian dog, Australian desert foxes, desert hedgehogs, Australian desert lizards, Australian desert camels, Australian desert kangaroos, Australian desert meerkats, and frogs and snakes, Australian desert plants. Thanks for watching.
Presentation about Titanic, one of the famous ship history. Yes, Luca Cravellese, please begin.
Hello, today I present you Titanic. Titanic was a British passenger liner operated by the White Star Line that sank in the North Atlantic Ocean on 50 April 1912 after striking an iceberg during her maiden voyage from Southampton on New York City of estimated 2,224 passengers and crew aboard more than 1,500 died. Titanic was under the command of of Captain Edward Smith, who also went down with the ship. The ocean liner cried some of the wealthiest people in the world, as well as hundreds of immigrants from Great Britain and islands. Skydiving and save here choose Europe, who were seeking a new life in the United States. Titanic first class accommodation was designed to be the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, with a gymnasium, swimming pool, libraries, high-class restaurants, and opulent cabins. A high-powered transmitter was available from sending passengers marconigrams and from the ship operation use. The Titanic had adventure safety features such as weighted components and remotely activated water doors. The ship created 16 lifeboat Davids, which cloud lowered 3 lifeboats each for a total of 48 boats. However, Titanic created only a total of 20 lifeboats, 4 of which were capable and provided a hard of launch during the sinking. The carried lifeboats were enough for 1,178 people, about half the number of board and 1/3 of her total capacity. Due to the marine safety regulation of the days. Truth at the time of the sinking, the lowered lifeboats were only filled about half. After this tragedy, they decided to shoot a movie. In film, main actors were Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Thank for your attention.
Okay, our next presentation, Anna Jikia, Thanksgiving Day. I like this holiday, and please, Anna, present. Begin.
My name is Anna Jikia, and today I am presenting Thanksgiving. When is Thanksgiving Day? Thanksgiving Day is celebrated every year of the fourth Tuesday of November in the United States of America. Thanksgiving became a regular holiday in 1863 as declared by President Abraham Lincoln, but it was declared a national holiday in 1941 by President Franklin Roosevelt, with the official date as the fourth Tuesday of November. The day is celebrated as a way to be thankful for the bountiful harvest of the season and thankful what they passed. the main symbol of Thanksgiving. In addition to the fact that turkey is cooked for their festival table, everything around is decorated with the image of this bird. Inflatable toys in the form of a turkey can be found on the streets of America's cities. Bird symbols are also used when decorating dishes and making festival crafts, so turkey even become an important element of Thanksgiving. Family celebration. Thanksgiving Day is a day for people to give thanks for what they have. Family and friends get together for a meal, which traditional includes a roast turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, potatoes, pumpkin pie, and gravy. Parades and football games are also long associations with the holiday. Similarly named holidays. Germany, a food decoration for Dankfest, a Christmas Thanksgiving harvest festival celebrated in Germany. The Harvest Thanksgiving Festival and Dankfest is a popular German Christmas festival of the first Sunday of October. The festival has a significant regular component, and many chairs are decorated with almond crops. In some places, there are regular processions of parades. Many Bavarian beer festivals, like the Munich Oktoberfest, take place within the visiting of Dankfest. Japan. Labor Thanksgiving Day is a national holiday in Japan. It takes place annually on November 23, the law establishing then holiday, which was adopted during the American occupation after World War III. Cities it as an association for commercial labor and production and giving each other thanks. It has roots in the ancient Shinto harvest ceremony. Thanks for your attention.
ძალიან საინტერესო იყო და ერთი ნიუანსი ჩემთვის რაც უცხო იყო, ნამდვილად არ ვიცოდი, იაპონიაშიც თუ აღნიშნავდნენ.
ხო, არც მე არ ვიცოდი, მარი. არც იგივე დავშათ, რატომღაც ეს ამერიკასთან ასოცირდებოდა ხო?
გერმანიაში ძალიან აქტიურად აღნიშნავენ და მომეწონა, რომ იცით რაც გავს ლია ჩვენთან რო არის აღდგომის შემდეგ, ანუ მცენარეებს რომ მოფანტავენ ხოლმე ეკლესიაში და ანუ აქაც ანუ ხორბლის
ხო, სულთმოფენობის დღესასწაულს.
კი, და ზუსტ რაღაცა ეგეთი სახე აქვს გერმანიაში, კი. კარგით, მადლობა. Now, next, please, George, we'll talk about panda. Okay, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I am George Feshuli, and I will present to you panda. The giant panda, also known as the panda bear, or simply the panda. Panda is a bear native to South Central China. It is characterized by large black patches around its eyes, over the ears, and across its round body. The name giant panda is sometimes used to distinguish it from the red panda neighbor, Musolo. So it belongs to the older carnivore. The giant panda is a carnivore with bamboo shoots and leaves, making up more than 99% of its diet. Giant pandas in the wild will occasionally eat other grasses, wild tubers, or even meat in the form of birds, rodents, or carrion. In competitive, they may receive only extra fish, yam, shrub leaves, oranges, or bananas, along with special prepared food. Red panda. The red panda is a mammal species native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. It is listed as endangered on the USF Red List because the wild population is estimated at fewer than 10,000 mature individuals and continues to decline due to habitat loss and fragmentation, poaching, and inbreeding depression. Despite its name, it is not closely related to the giant panda. The has reddish-brown fur, a long shaggy tail, and waving jet to its shorter front legs. It is around the size of the domestic cat, so with the longer body, it is arboreal and feeds mainly on bamboo, but also it takes birds and insects. It is a solitary animal, mainly active from dusk to dawn, and that is largely sedentary. During the day, it it's also called the laser panda, the red bear cat, and the red cat bear. Thanks for watching.
Okay, thank you. You see, it was very interesting, and maybe a lot of person don't know that panda can be red. Yes, such kind of little. Now, next, we will talk about one of the most dangerous animal, wolf. Barbara, please begin talk about wolves.
Hello, my name is Barbara Griselashvili, and today my presentation is about wolves. What are wolves like? Wolves are very friendly and they sometimes help people. They are saved us from death. Most of wolves are gray, others are black and white. They are very beautiful, dangerous, clever, and sometimes cute. Where do they live? They live in the United States, southern, eastern Canada, and Europe. Wolves always go together everywhere. They go hunting together. Once established, wolves are prolific, and wolf population are difficult to control. Wolf puppy. Wolf puppies are so cute and beautiful. How their mothers. They are very funniest. That is why I love them so very much. Puppies have big eyes and a small nose. The mother wolf is always with them children. What are they eating? They are predators and eat meat, so it is not easy to tame them. The wolf is only rarely used to tame humans. The story. I know a story about man which was traveling in the forest. Man was traveling in the forest 5 days. He had food and water, but when he ran out of everything and frozen wolves appeared. They watched for a while and then were rescued. This is evidence what they sometimes help people. Wolf howl. When the moon is full, it is more bright. Wolves are howling when the moon is full and other time too. They push their heads up and then howl. Thank you for your attention.
მე მგონი ეს ვიდეო ძალიან გულისამოჩუყებელი იყო, შემომიერთდით. Presentations, please, Anano, start your presentation about New Year. Tell me some very happy and some very funny because it's very, we live in such strange pandemic, yes? And please, Anano, begin.
Hello, my name is Anna Sharodashvili. I'm a sixth grade student in AIA-GESS, and today I'm presenting you New Year. New Year is a time or a day at which a new year calendar begins and the calendar year ends by one. Many cultures celebrate the event in some manner, and the first day of January is often marked as national holiday. In the Gregorian calendar, the most widely used calendar system today, New Year occurs on January 1st, New Year's Day. During the Middle Ages in Western Europe, while the Julian calendar was still in use, authorities moved New Year's Day, depending upon local, to one of several other days, including March 1st, March 25th, Easter, September 1st, and December 25th. Beginning in 1582, the adoption of the Gregorian calendar has meant that many national or local days in the Western world and beyond have changed to using one fixed date for New Year's Day, January 1st. One of my favorite traditions is the New Year's tree. New Year trees are decorated trees, similar to Christmas trees that are displayed to specifically celebrate the New Year. They should not be confused with the practice of leaving up a Christmas tree until after New Year's Day. New Year traditions. In Spain, it is customary to eat 12 grapes, one at each stroke of the clock at midnight on New Year's Eve. Each grape represents good luck for 1 month of the coming year. In hopes of travel-full New Year, residents of Colombia carry empty suitcases around the block. That's one New Year traditions we can get behind. During Scotland's New Year's Eve celebration of Hogmanay, first footing is practiced across the country. The first person who crosses a threshold of a home in New Year should carry a gift for luck.
You same in Georgia, yes? First footing მეკვლე ხო? პირველი ვინ შემოვა ოჯახში, შოტლანდიაში ყოფილა ეს ტრადიცია.
New Year Georgian tradition. In Georgia, we have emekle. Emekle is a person who steps in a house at 12 o'clock on 25th of December. Emekle has to throw candy in a house and say something good and lucky for a family. We also make gozinai. It's a mix of a honey and nut. It's hard to eat but very delicious. One of my favorite things to do on New Year is to watch all the colorful fireworks. It's very beautiful to watch. Santa Claus, also known as Father Christmas, Saint Nicholas, Saint Nick, Kris Kringle, or simply Santa, is a legendary creature originating in Western Christian culture who is said to bring gifts to the homes of well-behaved children. On the night of December, children write their wishes list and hope that Santa will come and give them presents. Children leave some cookies and milk next to the Christmas tree. In the morning when they see gifts and eaten sweets, they get really happy. That means that Santa was in their houses. Santa's Marquee. Santa has a marquee with 9 reindeers which can fly. These reindeers are very important for children, but for Santa mostly. Santa Claus's reindeers are said to pull a sleigh through the night sky to help Santa Claus deliver gifts to children on New Year's Day. Their names are Rudolph, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. Thanks for your attention and wish you the best year.
Thank you. Thank you all of you. Now my guest, please. Comment.
ბავშვებს შრომისთვის ყველაფერი რაც მოამზადე ძალიან ბევრი ახალი იყო ჩემთვისაც ინფორმაცია, ძალიან ბევრი რამე შევიტყე და რამდენიმე რჩევა რაც მქონდა, იმედი მაქვს რომ სხვა დროს გაითვალისწინებენ, ძალიან კარგად მუშაობენ ეს ბავშვები გაკვეთილებზეც, მინდა აღვნიშნო, აქტიურები არიან, მოწესრიგებულები არიან და
მაგრამ მარტო არ აინტერესებთ ხომ ლია მასწავლებელი? Quanti savari განვითარებაზე ზრუნვა ათორე ნიშნებს ყველას დაგიწერთ.
ნიშნებით ძალიან კარგი ყავთ ქალბატონო რუსთან მინდა გითხრათ იმდენად.
მაგრამ ნიშანი არ არის ამოსავალი წერტილი ცხადია. ამოსავალი არის თქვენი განვითარება და თქვენი ღიმილი სახეზე. მოდით ახლა გილოცავთ. კონფერენციასაც გილოცავთ, დამდეგ ახალ წელსაც გილოცავთ, არ ვიცი კიდე შევხვდებით თუ არა ერთმანეთს და ყველაფერი საუკეთესო თუ კი რაიმე უფალს მოუფიქრები ამ ცხოვრებაში თქვენს ოჯახში და თქვენს გულსა და გონებაში იყოს. მარი, დიდი მადლობა, ლია, დიდი მადლობა, ბავშვებო, დიდი მადლობა.
დიდი მადლობა მართლა ბავშვებს, მარი მასწავლებელს და რა ვიცი.
ნახვამდის, მრავალ
ნახვამდის.